All right, here we go. We're live. We're good. You should have some people in
All
here.
right.
Hold on, wait, Jake. Wait. There's 6 people in here waiting, so I think we should be good. Um, you can go ahead and go.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Disney trip for band and choir talk tonight. I hope all of you are excited as much as Miss Morgan and I are about this opportunity to go down there. Tonight we have Mr. Brian Nowak, who's the director of Norwalk Tours, and he'll be taking us through the packet that everyone should have received this afternoon. If you have any questions, please wait until the very end to ask them, and then we'll try to answer them as best as we possibly can. Without further ado, here's Brian.
Thank you so much, Jake, and thank you everybody who is out there joining me this evening. Just to give you a little bit of history, I promise you I'm not going to talk very long. I know there's probably a lot of people that have busy schedules out there, and just going to give you a little bit of background on who we are, what we do, and then I'll go through a little bit of the itinerary and the packet for everybody this evening. And as Jake mentioned, please, if there's any questions at all, hold them off to the end. We will certainly do our best to answer them for you. For those of you not familiar with Norwalk Tours, we've been around since the 90s. My father, Jerry, was actually an educator for about 30 years. And when he was in education, he always ran their tours. And he really enjoyed working with kids. He always felt taking them out of the classroom environment really made a difference in their education process. And he really felt it was an important part of their learning over the years. When my father retired, he started doing this. I don't want to say as a hobby, but because he enjoyed it, but it was never anything he expected to get big in retirement years. We've grown over the years, and we handle on an average, taking out 2020, of course, about 300 tours a year. And we work with numerous bands, orchestras, and chorals or choirs throughout the Ohio area. We are pretty much, when I say local Ohio, we only work for the most part with groups in Ohio, and most of our groups are within about a 2-hour radius max of our offices. Our offices are located in Medina County, Valley City. A lot of people go, what's Valley City or where's Valley City? We are near Brunswick, Ohio, so we're not too far away from East Canton. Actually, I'll be down in your area tomorrow meeting with a group, actually. So we are, a very local company. Jake and I have been working together, believe it or not, since March. So Jake, it's been a little over 9 months, I think, when we first started this conversation about Disney and his thoughts as far as what did he want as the students to experience and exactly what we could put together. We finalized the trip just about a month or so ago and got everything put together. As you can see by the packet that you've received, I believe, at home, as well as what is on your screen, this packet you have should contain an itinerary. It should contain information on how to register. You can see about a trip app, some trip insurance, the information how to register, and then some simple instructions of actually how to do it. I'm going to go through you tonight just briefly on the itinerary and then how to register and things of that nature. First and most importantly thing, the itinerary. Your dates are about 1.5 years away from today. Now that might seem like a long way off, but believe it or not, in travel world, that is not. Especially trips like this that are a larger dollar amount. Many groups really like to get a really big head start so parents can start saving, as well as get their children excited for it and make the payments over a longer course of time. You'll be traveling June 11th through the 16th, which is a Saturday through Tuesday or Thursday. You will be traveling on motor coach. If you've not traveled on motor coach before, they are quite comfortable. Yes, even for about a 22-hour ride to Disney. Normally, I can tell you the motor coach, especially on the way down there, is one of the memorable parts for the kids. They enjoy having fun with their friends. And as we slowly get through the night, on that Sunday morning and wake up in the Florida area, it's really kind of an exciting trip down there, even though it's a long one. Motor coaches, of course, yes, they're going to be equipped. We'll talk more about that stuff later, but yes, they'll have Wi-Fi, seat belts on board, video, and things like that. They're state-of-the-art equipment. We're about a $500,000 home on wheels for the next 6 days. The dates in Disney that we are there, we are going to be in the park Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we are going to have 4 full days in Disney. You can see on the way down, or once we get into Disney, we're going to have a full day at Hollywood Studios, a full day at Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. So we will have a full day in each park, and we will also do a band performance or a march in Disney down Main Street, which is at their main Magic Kingdom. That right now is on the itinerary for that Monday. We'll know a lot closer to the trip if that might be on Tuesday or Wednesday or Sunday. Disney kind of assigns those dates, but right now our ideal date would be Monday, and that's what we hope for. When we're in Disney, you're going to notice a few things. A meal voucher is going to be provided each one of the days, so one for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's going to get the students, or as well as your adults. You're going to get at least one meal for the day, and that's going to be a nice meal. It's going to give you a main entree, a sandwich, or an entree, a drink, and a side dish. If you've never been to Disney before, it is expensive. I will let you know ahead of time, the meals and things like that. However, one meal a day is a really good start, I think, and probably what a lot of the groups do, because often the groups will have breakfast at the hotel, which is included. They'll do one kind of larger meal in the park, then they'll snack throughout the day. So a lot of groups will just do the one meal a day. In the evenings, you'll notice our hotel. Where are we staying for our 3 nights? We have confirmed rooms at the Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. It is right outside of Walt Disney World's gates. I invite you to go online and take a look, and I think you'll be surprised to go, wow, we're staying here. We use very nice hotels. We are not a company that's going to cut corners. You're going to be staying at a hotel that's all suites. Spring Hill is actually a Marriott branded property. All the rooms are a little larger with a pull-out sofa, a little kitchenette, microwave, refrigerator. They have complete facilities there at the Spring Hill Suites, breakfast facilities. It really is a great hotel. In the evenings too, once the students are in their rooms, we do have security in the hallways just in case. In the evenings, keep people out of there they don't belong, keep kids in their rooms, which it's not an issue at all. But if there's an issue in the nighttime, there is someone that can be gotten to go get one of the chaperones. So security is just for our group. Each day at the hotel, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we will have breakfast right there at the Spring Hill. You'll also notice some other things about meals that are included. On our way down to Disney, we will do a meal at Golden Corral buffet. We will do breakfast on that Sunday arrival day at a place called The Hub. Here we're going to have a full breakfast, as well as give the kids a chance for some changing areas and some shower facilities and things like that to kind of freshen up after we've been on the bus all night. On the way home, we do the same thing with meals. On Thursday, we will do a breakfast and lunch stop on the way home. This way, those meals are taken care of. So this is what we would call an all-inclusive trip. All the things are included that you're going to need. The only thing you're going to need extra is some spending money for some snacks, additional meals that you might want, and then any souvenirs. So it's really what we call an all-inclusive trip. If you flip to page 3, I'm going to kind of go through the packet. First thing it's going to show you is the cost of the trip. I know that's the most important part. One thing I'm going to make a mention about the cost. Right now, it is $1,085 estimated based on 4 students to the room. And I'm sure a lot of people are out there that's watching go, what do you mean it's estimated? What do you mean it's not the exact cost? What I mean by that is Disney has not released their ticket rates for 2022. Therefore, we cannot give you an exact cost until we get their gate prices. We anticipate this is very close. We have included a $300 ticket allowance already. If this ticket would come in less, that would come off your cost. If that ticket cost would come in more, that would increase the cost. However, I can tell you, we've been doing this a lot of years. We try to get it pretty close. We don't know exactly what Disney's thinking for 22, but from our contact, we think we're a very close range for this price. We should know an exact probably within the next several months once Disney releases those rates, but we do anticipate that to be pretty close. Quad occupancy is 4 students to a room. That's the only way the students can actually room. That's the way they will room. Adults, if you choose to go, normally you're put in as pairs, as 2 to a room, and you'll see your cost listed. The only reason there's a difference in cost is the fact that the cost is a little bit higher because you're doing 2 to a room versus 4. So that's going to be the cost. And then everybody wants to know, how do I sign up for this trip? and that is on page 2. How do you sign up? Well, you can do it a few ways. You can do it right from your phone. You can download our app. It's a free app on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and you can sign up directly through the app, or you can sign up directly through our website. You'll see everyone needs to register. Once you log online, you'll notice that 4th page kind of gives you instructions. But once you go to our website, you will log into the traveler login link. You'll put in the registration code, which is pretty simple, EHSDIS220 or 22. That'll be the code. Once you enter that, it's going to give you all the information about the trip. You're going to have your most up-to-date itinerary all the time. You're going to have payment dates. You have the ability to pay by credit card right online, as well as a check and things like that. Right now, we have set up payment dates as follows. We have one April 22nd, July 8th, October 14th, January 13th, and then April 7th. Now, these 5 payment dates are broken up fairly evenly based on the $1,085. Our first payment's a little bit lower at $200, and then they're split between $220 and $225. One thing, mom and dad at home watching, it's really important. You can make 10 payments if you want. You can divide this amongst 20 payments if you want. Make $50 payments every 2 weeks, $100 payments every month if you choose to. You can make as many payments as you choose. We don't charge you anything to make additional payments. And one of the reasons that we're introducing this trip so far out is so that you can. You could actually go up and register right online tonight. You don't even have to make a payment yet until April. But if you are one of those, I said, that want to stretch it out, I believe we have basically 18 months. If you want to make a $60 payment for the next 18 months, you can do that. So you can make as many payments as you want. But those dates we have there are for you as well. And the most important dates I always want to mention is that first date of April 22nd. That is the date that we get a better idea of how many people we're going to have, how many of the band members are going to sign up, as well as how many adults. So that's really the most important first date that you need to remember. And then, as I said, you have those other dates listed. A lot of people ask too about trip insurance. There is a link online, and you'll see that on page 2 of the packet, how to sign up for that as well. That is through an outside company called Travel Insured, and those rates are listed. I want to see if I'm looking at it correct. You can get what they call cancel for any reason. That would include if you get you don't want to go 3 days before the trip, you get everything back. You get everything but 25% back. That's what they call cancel for any reason. That additional premium is listed on there. There's also 100% cancellation, obviously, for medical and sickness and death in immediate family and things like that. So there's a lot of great coverage that is offered. It's not mandatory. That is completely up to you, but we do always offer it. Going back to one of the things I know a lot of people are thinking, well, how do we know we can actually go to Disney in June of 22 when COVID, what's going on in our country right now and the COVID virus? Obviously, we're going to keep a close eye on it. I think we're all optimists on this phone right now tonight, or this Zoom call. We all certainly anticipate things are going to be normal by 22. However, we are very mindful of COVID. And if there needs to be adjustments to the trip or a flat out cancellation because we cannot conduct it, that would happen as well. But, obviously we're being very mindful and very optimistic that come June of 2022, we're going to be traveling safely on a motor coach and having the joys of visiting Mickey and Minnie and all the friends there in Disney World. So that is the trip. I know I kind of went through things pretty quickly. This packet you have hopefully kind of walks you through everything. One of the questions people sometimes will ask is, I don't have a computer. I'm not very savvy on the phone. Can I call or register over the phone? Yes, you can. You can call our office Monday through Thursday. We're here from 8:30 to 3:30 every day, and you can register right over the phone. You can also email us anytime at NOWAC support, and that information's right on there, or when you do create your account anytime as well. So we're here every step of the way to make this easy for you and assist you any way we can. So I'm going to turn it back over to Jake to see if he has anything more to cover with moms and dads. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. I don't have anything to go over. I know that Mr. Norwalk said that the band's performing, and the band is performing, but the choir is as well. Brian, do you know where we could do that so we can give the general idea to the parents there?
Typically, if we're doing a choral performance, it is going to be at the dockside stage at Disney Springs. So I apologize. Thanks, Jake, for bringing that up. I did not have that on here for you, but we do have it in our notes. When you put in your application, we'll fill those both out. So the choral performance typically is at Disney Springs at dockside stage. You'll have an audience there as well. Very much like you're marching through the park. The audience will be there as they're walking by that stage. There is seating for people, parents if they want to sit down and watch the performance, or as they're walking by. So it's a nice audience.
It's good to hear. I don't have anything else. Miss Warren, do you have anything to add?
No, I don't have anything to add. Parents and guardians, if you have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section of YouTube, or you can email myself or Mr. Husted. We'll be happy to answer any questions.
And we'll leave it on just a little bit longer for parents to think of questions. But I thank Mr. Hinton for setting this up. I thank Ms. Warren for being here. I thank Mr. Nowak for and Historic Company for having us on this ride. It's definitely going to be a nice experience, I should say.
We appreciate the opportunity and certainly look forward to taking the kids down there from East Canton. Disney is an amazing experience for the kids.
And again, parents, if you have any questions, like Miss Warren said, to go put it in the chat box down there on YouTube, or email me or her about anything. But besides that, I know we went pretty quickly through this. But again, have any questions, just let us know. And we look forward to seeing who's going to be going on to Disney with us here next June. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Miss Warren. Thank you, Mr. Hinton.
Thank you.